What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we are here just playing through some random content because once again, there is just nothing to do throughout this week. Unfortunately, we're just waiting for that Blitz battle to come out on the 22nd PST time, but today we're going to be going up against Clash, Shanks, and Mihawk, and I believe there's also an ambush quest. I don't know what ambush quest it is, but there should be an ambush quest here today. So let's jump into it, and we're going to be using V3 Boa Hancock today because I used Sugar yesterday to clear some content, and today I felt like using Boa Hancock, and I've already done all the side challenges for the Whitebeard challenge, but or just for the Garp challenges in general. But I want to just jump in and just use Boa Hancock for something. So this is what we're going to be doing today, and see what happens. So let's see how we get through it with Boa, because Boa is an interesting character. Because, you know, there can be certain situations where you need to stall, and Boa Hancock kind of enables you to do that, which I guess we'll see how that goes in this video today. But first thing is first, we need to get some of our cooldowns ready. So we're going to go ahead and clear off these guys in the back. Luckily, we do have barrier penetration, so we do not have to worry. We will have to tank a bit of damage here, but it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, and you do see we are running this Don Krieg ship, which, to my recollection, I think this ship is actually unavailable right now on Global, because the only way that you could previously get it is by clearing those missions on story mode. And you would clear it by clearing the Baratier, and by clearing the certain missions, you would get this ship as a reward. As you can see, at the end of every turn, it actually does around like 5,000 damage to the enemy, and the main reason for that is because one of the enemies on this boss fight is going to have resilience, so having a ship that can just deal damage at the end of the turn means you don't have to worry about it. Stage 2, we've got Mihawk here, so you're going to paralyze us, but we do have the support of Corazon attached to Law, of course, which is going to be pretty useful to have. I think we probably want to take down these turtles. Let's actually get a little bit of recovery back. That's definitely going to be nice to have. And that's one of the really great things about Boa, is that her base recovery is really high, and a lot of side characters just generally have a lot of recovery. So every time you're eating a recovery orb, you actually are healing for a pretty decent chunk, which is kind of nice. And healing is going to be a very important component of Boa Hancock V3, is because the more you heal in the previous turn, the more higher your multiplier will be in that following turn. And her captain ability also increases the chances of recovery slots appearing, so all in all, it makes a lot of sense why she's built this way, which is great. I really do like the fact that she does increase the chance of recovery slots, and especially when you have double Boa on your team, the chances of recovery orbs appearing are actually pretty substantial, I must admit. So again, we got another recovery slot, so we're just going to heal back as much as we possibly can here. We probably should have switched with Shanks Crew. Shanks Crew is just a really good sub for Boa Hancock because of, the massive chain lock and then the switch ability to get the consistent attack boost every single turn. I actually will not... Actually, yeah, I will. I want to get some matching slots. But another really good thing that you guys may have seen at the start of the video is we actually have a really good support character that's attached to the Shanks Crew, which is the Machino, which was actually a global first support character, and the only way that you would ever receive it is if you pulled Shanks Crew on his debut. You were given the character for free. I'm not really a big fan of that structure, and hopefully this Machino character just becomes available sometime in the future, because this Machino is so good. If you guys don't know what she does, anytime you're inflicted with blindness or chain lock, she just removes 3 turns of it, and it attaches to any of the redhead pirates. So, yes, it's a very good effect. So we've got Shanks here. This is the boss that has the resilience buff. What we can do here is we can actually just use the Boa Hancock special ability, which is going to go ahead and enable us to use the super type special, because we do have double Boa. We can use one on this stage, we can use one on the following stage. It's not going to be a big problem. So this is the really cool effect where you can like get a lot of stall. So in this situation here, we're not going to be using it for stall. We're just going to be using the super type special so that we can get the full board of matching slots and the 2.5 times attack boost. It's just absurd how good this super type special actually is. So that's that. Honestly, in some cases, I do kind of wish that it was an orb boost instead of an attack boost, but then in other cases, it's like, yeah, I'm really happy that it is an attack boost. You know, certain situations require different things, but either way, with that active, we can probably just attack. Yeah, we don't really need to launch any other specials, so let's just attack. Get the Shanks down to 1 HP. and then our ship will do the rest of the heavy lifting. Now, unfortunately, this Shanks does revive, and when he revives, he also paralyzes our team, so that normally would be kind of an annoying thing to deal with, but luckily we have Zoro. We'll use his special ability to remove the paralysis. Because when this raid came out, this raid was supposed to be beaten by Whitebeard and Marco, and if you have double Whitebeard and Marco, you can just consistently use their switch effect to remove the paralysis on your crew. So that's the way that this battle really works. So at this point here, let's just switch and let's just attack, and that'll be that pretty much. There's nothing really too difficult there. And now the final boss, which is going to be against Mihawk and Shanks as their dual form for the first time here. It was really hype when this character first came out, but unfortunately, like, the character just isn't all that. Some very minor changes could really make this character, like, honestly, one of the coolest free-to-play units in the game, but this character is mainly only used on teams where you have to be below a certain threshold, which you'd think, oh, this character's INT, below a certain threshold, V3 Katakuri. But the thing is, V3 Katakuri and this Mihawk and Shanks both do the same thing in being delayed conditional boosters. So, yeah, it is kind of annoying that it is what it is. But either way, you can see that we are special binded and we do inflict with despair. I actually completely forgot about the despair. But I guess this is a really good way to showcase how good V3 Boa is. So even though we're going to use this, we're going to get rid of the special bind, which is obviously not really that big of a deal, but let's go ahead and use this, Boa Hancock once again, to just stall the enemy. And by doing this, we can just stall out the despair, and then once the despair is removed, we can just go ahead and attack, and we're pretty much done here. So there we go. And then, so the despair's removed, he does react, so what does he do here? And he will remove beneficial effects, so we aren't going to get our color affinity, but that is not a big issue. Let's go ahead and launch Law. We don't even need to use the Shanks Crew special here, because Law already provides that chain boost effect. And we use the super type special again, so we now have an attack boost, we have an orb boost, and it's GG. There you go. So, of course, yeah, Boa Hancock is going to defeat a really old raid. I mean, that's not a really big surprise to anyone, but it's just pretty funny how characters, you know, they're released in 2020 defeat content that was released in, like, 2018, for example. It is pretty funny to go back and have a look at things like that. So anyways, that's all complete now, which is dope. Let's go ahead and move on to the ambush quest. Now, I don't know which ambush quest it is. If it's one of the earlier ones, we should be able to get through it without any problems. If it's Whitebeard or Shanks, that'd be best case scenario, or Cavendish would be fine as well. And it is Shanks. Okay, let's go ahead and go into it. This is actually perfect because, you know, obviously V3 Boa Hancock has full type advantage against Shanks as well. And we actually have pretty good characters on our crew that are able to get around all of the debuffs here. So yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. So let's see here. In terms of the enemies here, we want to get rid of the characters with the barriers first. That is a pretty big priority. So let's totally get rid of those. Hit our perfects, get rid of the barriers, and I guess we'll just stall a little bit, because we do need to make sure that our specials are ready by the time we reach the final stage, of course. That is quite important. But I remember when this event first came out, everyone was really hyped for this unit, because this free-to-play Shanks was one of the key units that you would need in order to build like the top-tier time-skip Luffy team, because this character released, you know, when time-skip Luffy was in his prime, and this unit, you know, being Ambush Shanks, was like one of the prime units in the game, because not only was he an orb booster for, you know, Cerebral and Free Spirit, but he also removed paralysis as well. He was a beneficial orb enabler. He just did a lot of really good things. His captain effect, I think, went back in the day, his captain effect was actually not terrible either. So there were lots of really good things going for this unit. But of course, as time goes on, characters get better, and, well, you know, the rest is history, I guess. It would be cool if, you know, they ever did, you know, maybe super evolutions to these ambush quests, because definitely Ambush Whitebeard, Cavendish, Shanks, like, some of these really old ambush quests deserve super evolutions to some extent. And look, I think if you were to do it, you know, you'd get, like, a certain skull to drop from a really difficult version of that raid. They could do really cool things with that. I don't know if they would ever do it, you know, because it is an old character, and obviously, you know, bringing them super evolutions to free-to-play units doesn't really bring them any income, but I think it'd be a really good idea. Okay, so we got Lucky Roo here. Let's just attack. You don't really need to worry about anything. We probably should have used the switch ability of Shanks Crew just to get a base attack boost, but that's not really a big problem here. So our specials are pretty much ready to go. We will probably use a Boa Hancock special in the following turn, so that it will enable us to get the Mirror effect, or the Love Beam effect on Ben Beckman and the surrounding mob characters. This guy is pretty annoying because he does inflict a blindness, but luckily for us, as we said once again, we do have the support effect effect of Makino. Unfortunately, the blindness here is only it's a 4-turn buff, not a 3-turn. So we are still inflicted with the blindness, unfortunately, but we can just go ahead and use Boa Hancock special here to inflict the Love Beam, and we can just go ahead and use one of the super type specials as well. And at this point, we're pretty much home free. Like, I'm not expecting the final boss to really give us any issues either. Let's definitely target Ben Beckman first. He's going to be the one that we want to take down ASAP. And again, he just goes down so easily. Oh my god. It's so funny going back to these old events and just seeing how different it really was, you know. I remember the Ben Beckman stage was so difficult to deal with. But anyways, we got Shanks right here. The old mate Shanks is going to remove our beneficial effects. We get inflicted with despair. We have special bind. Oh, but of course we have the Corazon support effect, so we do not have to worry. We can get rid of the special bind. We get the color affinity boost. If we want to be that guy, we can get the huge chain lock. We can get the huge orb boost, and we can get the super type special for the large attack boost as well. So all that being said, Shanks is going down. We don't even have to attack twice to get the huge chain boost, just all those specials active. There you go. But anyways, that was a whole bunch of fun. Obviously, it wasn't a super serious video, but it is a lot of fun utilizing the brand new Sugo Fest exclusive, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. As I said, I'm really just hoping for the Blitz battle to come out soon, or maybe get officially announced soon. That's what I'm really hoping for. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.